New Zealand's Immigration Department has recorded a significant increase in the number of Australians expressing interest in moving to New Zealand following the election. And New Zealand correspondent Jackson Williams joins me for more. Jackson, I guess the theory is there are some Kiwis not too happy with Scott Morrison's re-election.
Yeah, upset by the election victory. I think we saw something similar in the United States following the victory of Donald Trump, people claiming that they were going to move to Canada. I'm not sure how many people will actually follow through with this initial interest, but figures released by Immigration New Zealand show that on Sunday, the day after the election, more than 8,500 Australians visited the New Zealand Now website to access information about living, about working in New Zealand, and that resulted in more than 500 registrations of interest. Compare those numbers to a week prior, where roughly 700 Australians visited the website, only 20 people registering their interest. New Zealand's Immigration Minister, he says he's not surprised because New Zealand is a fantastic place to live.
New Zealand is a wonderful destination full of possibilities. I'm not at all surprised. If people from around the world take an interest in New Zealand from time to time, if Australians are looking at us, well then that's great.
So that's the Immigration Minister, a very different tone from Winston Peters, the country's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, speaking with Sky News this morning. He has issued a rather blunt message to Australians unhappy with the re-election of the Morrison government, contemplating making a move here across the Tasman. He says anyone who does so would be a quitter.
You don't quit, you stay and try and make sure that next time you win.
So you don't want to see any more Australians here?
No, I didn't say that. Unlike Australia, we treat Australians as equals to us. They're not second-class citizens in New Zealand. We give them all the same rights. And all that we ask for is the same, in reverse.
Tom, for any Australians who are serious about making the move over here, it is a great place to live. Moving here is very easy. There is freedom of movement between the countries, of course, so it doesn't take any paperwork whatsoever, really, to make the move. I asked New Zealand's Immigration Minister if he could ever see there being a cap in place on the number of Australians living here in New Zealand. He says he doesn't foresee that ever being the case, at least in the foreseeable future.